Hey guys, thanks for tuning in for another episode. Today I'm going to show you how to organize your video content strategy for YouTube using the Hero, Hub, and Help approach. Few brands are successful at making a splash on YouTube, and here's why. Unlike Facebook, where brands can buy a community of subscribers rather straightforwardly, with YouTube, you need to instill a dash of effort and a pinch of ingenuity to reap the benefits. How is it that brands with deep pockets are failing on YouTube, but 16-year-olds with nothing more than a smartphone are mastering the video-based social channel? It's because these brands don't have a well thought out video content strategy designed specifically for YouTube. Have no fear, you don't have to have millions of dollars in spending cash or even a dedicated video production team on staff to get the most out of the second largest search engine on the planet. Here's all you need to know. Hero, Hub, and Help. Now, at first glance, that sounds terribly confusing, right? Let's break it down and simplify it so you can be on your way to making a splash on YouTube. Making the moments count with your hero content. Your hero content consists of your brand's most pivotal moments and as such should only take place a couple of times per year. Hero content might include product launches or major announcements. A good way to look at this is this. If you had the opportunity to create an ad that ran in the Super Bowl, what ad would that be? What would it be about? What would it look like? Now that is your hero content. The hero video you produce will be the cog of an entire campaign, which will likely include active PR, social media, and more. Hero content is about pushing out a video that supports your brand's most important initiatives. Each calendar year, you likely have 2 or 3 big ideas that you want to focus on. These big ideas are your hero moments. Keep your subscribers engaged with Hub content. When you produce a video or any piece of content for that matter that goes viral, you're likely to experience a sense of thrill and excitement. Finally, your hard work has paid off and you're seeing an uptick in traffic. But what good is that traffic if those folks don't stick around or come back time and time again? That's why it's important to have Hub content, which keeps your subscribers engaged. Hub content should be episodic. That might sound nightmarish, as in, what are you trying to say? I have to make videos constantly? No, not constantly. For example, some of the biggest YouTube stars out there produce videos every single day, often multiple times a day. You don't have to do this. It's more important to maintain consistency in your post than it is to commit to a daily routine. Regardless of your frequency, creating ongoing videos can be challenging, which is why we strongly urge you to create a template that's easy to replicate. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every time you make a new video. Just look at the most popular YouTubers out there. Nearly all of them use their own specific format to just create new content that fits the confines of that format. Now, Nintendo's Nintendo Minute is a great example of Hub content. It goes live every Thursday with the same hosts and the same format. The hosts play games, add commentary, and occasionally chat about what's new in gaming. The production level is simple, thus making it easy for Nintendo, a brand with deep pockets, to stick to their weekly routine without having to think the process out too much. We suggest that as a brand, you aim for a new episode each week and keep to a simple production. Leverage YouTube's SEO prowess with help content. Don't forget what we said earlier. YouTube is the second largest search engine on the planet, behind Google. The same rules applies to YouTube as they do to Google. People type in a search phrase and are then shown the top related videos based on their search. How can you make your videos rank higher on these result pages? Help content. Help content should answer the question, how can my brand help our customer find what they're searching for? When creating help content, make sure you stick to content that's relevant to your brand. Don't just post videos that you know your target audience is interested in. That'll muddy up the effectiveness of your channel. Focus on these 3 keys. What your consumers are searching for, your brand niche and expertise, areas where there's enough search volume to validate the time and the effort required to produce a video. So if you're a handyman, for example, you might want to produce help content videos such as how to unclog your toilet, how to paint corners neatly, how to replace a ceiling fan. Your help content videos might not be exciting topics from the onset compared to the hero content, for example, but they do answer the questions your audience has and they establish your brand as an influencer in the field. Get your content strategy and then take over YouTube. We've seen far too many brands take to YouTube with a spray and pray approach. They create a ton of videos, promote them on social media, and then they hope for the best. But it's best to approach your YouTube efforts with a well-established strategy designed to improve your search rankings, turn heads, and retain your audience's interest. The Hero Hub Help strategy works. However, the key is to adapt it to your specific needs. A B2B tech firm, for example, won't have the same type of hero content as an interior designer. Once you understand your offering and the needs of your audience, we're certain the Hero Hub Help approach to YouTube content will give you the results that you're after.